Hello, everyone. My name is Mohammed Rahman Shaheen. I'm a realtor and the host of this show. And I invite top realtors, top entrepreneur in this show who is dominating their space. And I share their story to inspire others. Today, I have a rock star guest, a realtor only for 4 years in this market, and he already achieved uh, a lot. And he's the top 100 agents in the United States among all the agents in Exit Realty, right?
Yes.
And also, he's the first Bangladeshi American who become board of directors for New York's State MLS and Hudson Gateway MLS. Am I right?
Yes.
And also, he received multiple awards for his great achievements. And he's only 26 years old. His name is Imran Bhuiya. Please welcome to the show, Imran Bhai. How are you?
Thank you, Shine Bhai. Thank you for the
Yeah,
generous-
I'm really honored to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you
I
for
was,
having me.
yeah, I was really, thinking about, hey, let me talk to him and how he did all the stuff. It's really exciting for me, and we'll find out.
Yeah. Thank you. When you reached out to me, I saw your a few videos that you
Yeah,
did with
yes.
a few other top agents. I said, I'm nowhere near.
Oh no, you're
to
doing
them, but-
really good. So before I dive in,
Yes.
tell us about yourself. What you used to do, and what led you to become a realtor.
Okay. That's actually a funny story. Um, I was I'm in college. I was doing my associate degree in computer programming. So at my last semester, my parents just bought their house. So usually what happens is that if someone buys a property, the family or friends that you know, if they're also interested, they will ask
Right.
you a question because
Right.
you went through the same process.
Right.
So one of my friends reached out to me saying that they're also thinking to buy.
Mhm.
So he was asking for tips and how the process. And I told him, you know what? I can help you. Let me get my license. Wait just 1 or 2 months. I
That's
can help you and make some money because he was my friend. He
yeah,
understood that. He said, okay, I'll wait for
that's
you.
really good.
So that's basically how I got
Started.
my license, just to help that friend and make some extra cash. That's basically.
So you
what
didn't
it-
have any uh, prior decision that, hey, I'm going to be a realtor one day.
I mean, I was always wanted to be in real estate or do business,
Business.
but I wasn't sure where to start because I was watching all those wholesaling videos and like buy cheap, fix and flip. But you need capital for that, especially in New York.
Right.
So I didn't know that I can start as a real estate agent and work my way up.
Right.
But when my parents bought the house and my friend reached out, I said, you know what, let me get my
You
license.
saw the process, how it
And
was.
I saw the entire process because my parents, they don't speak very good English. So I was helping them with the process. So and I saw it, I'm like, I can do it. It's not rocket science.
Yes,
So let me
yes.
just try. So that's how I got into real estate and I started telling people, I started telling friends and family, started marketing on Facebook. And that's how I kind of started growing my
So you
client.
started in which year?
2019,
2010.
May 2019.
So how was your first year?
First year, it was, I mean, when we started May 2019 and we got COVID March 2020. I wasn't even 1 year in and we already got COVID.
So 19, it's not even 4 years.
It's not even 4 years. It will be 4 years this May.
Oh my God. So
So back to your question, how was my first year?
Right,
So first year I closed in 6 months. That friend, I showed him a bunch of houses.
Mhm.
Finally, we closed. Then first year, I think I closed 3 homes or
3
2
homes. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was okay.
And the
for me.
second year?
Second year, yeah, that's when the COVID time,
Okay.
and I had about 6 deals going in contract right before COVID. I was very excited that I had all this contract going on, and COVID came. Everybody got scared. Like that's what happened. I have few clients. They walked away from the contract table. They were signing the contract.
Wow.
They think, you know what? I'm not gonna buy. So I lost 6 deals. Then the second year, I think I closed 15 or 18 homes.
15 to 18 homes. Wow, that's pretty good. So it's a big, like first year 3, and then second year 15. It's a big jump.
It's a big jump because.
And then how was your last year?
Last year I closed
How many-
16 million.
16 million. Wow.
Yeah.
It's really very outstanding.
Thank you.
16 million as a solo
It's a
agent.
solo agent. Yeah.
That's really unheard of.
I've seen
Yeah.
people doing more, but
No, by yourself. How many transactions do you remember?
so it was 6 to 2 families, landlords, tenant, buyers, sellers. So
Transaction wise?
transaction was 62 families that I remember. I cannot really
62.
62 families. So it could be I represented both sides.
Both,
So
okay. So more
it
than
was
62.
62 families. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty big number.
It is. It's a lot of work.
So in 3 years, from 3 transaction to over 62 transaction, how, that happened? What did you do? What strategy you took to get all these buyers or sellers or tenants?
To be honest, I didn't do anything extraordinary. I just did what I was doing previous year. I just had the goal, like second year I did this many transactions. My goal was to double it
Right.
or make it at least close to double what I did. So I would just simply follow up with everyone that I did business with previously. So I
What
would,
kind of business?
like transaction.
I
Like,
see.
the
I
previous
see.
client, let's say
I see. Real
first 2
estate
years.
clients.
Yeah. So the referral is my biggest lead
Referral.
of source as of
I
right
see.
now. I get referral from
So,
previous client and people that I know on social media.
so you call them up and ask for business?
I would just a lot of the time that on social media, every client that I closed with previously, I'm friends with them on social media. So they see me all the time. I'm sure you see me
Oh,
as well.
yeah,
That I
definitely,
always
yeah.
try to keep up
Right,
and I
with
post
this.
on social media. That's how they remember me. And
I
if they
see.
think of anyone is looking to buy or sell, they think of me. I hope so. But my focus, there was no secret basically. My focus was to help the client. So there
Right.
was a transaction. There were people that I showed them for almost 2 years, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
finally found their house.
It happens. It happens.
So, and that client gave me, I think, 3 or 4 clients.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes longer than
Longer, and some
Yeah.
even I closed transaction. I just showed them one house. They liked
it
it.
happens. So you have to average everything.
Exactly. So I wouldn't say there was any secret, but I just kept focusing on people and helping them. I didn't try to sell anything. I tried to be their
Help.
friend.
Yeah.
Help. Because if someone tried to sell me something, I'll run away from them.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Even when you go to a
people
store.
sense it that
Yes.
this guy tried to sell something. Instead, if you're honest inside and try to help somebody, they will feel it. They will sense it. I believe it.
And that's what I've been doing.
But still, it's really, I don't see that many agents, uh, making that much, closing that many transactions in this short period of time, just using referral.
And social media, because
Social media, your marketing platform.
Yeah.
Only that, you don't
Only
do
that,
anything.
I don't buy leads. No.
No ad on the newspaper or
No. But I do a lot of sponsoring events.
I see.
So let's say if there is a local culture event happening, I'm very involved with the student association for different colleges, like City College, Queens College.
Oh, that's something new.
That's something I do, like on and off. Even Queens
So
College.
you go to Queens College and
They have this student association. Every college has that. So every year they do 1 or 2 events. So I try to attend or sponsor some of the
but
events.
they are not the buyer though. They are students.
They're student, but their family sometimes buys. That's one way. I'm not
I see.
saying
No, I'm
that's
just
one way sponsoring events and that student association different colleges and in locals. Sometimes if they have a gathering like Bengali, they do
yeah,
event.
right.
I
Yeah.
try to sponsor, not
right.
a lot, but
Yeah.
these are few ways. But that's basically
You don't cold call,
no
door
we
knock.
cannot cold call in New York. It's still banned. There is still emergency.
Uh,
State of emergency.
yes.
So I know a lot of people does it.
They started.
They started doing it, but
Yeah.
I never did cold calling. I did cold calling when I started, like back in 2019. I used to come 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 to 10. I would make calls. I never liked it because as a new agent, you don't like rejection. Even to these days, I don't feel like nobody likes rejection.
Nobody likes it.
I also did mailings like EDDM. but it's expensive.
Very expensive.
It's very expensive, and it didn't work out for me. But I know people who does it and it works for them. But you
Yeah.
have to do it in consistent basis.
Consistently.
So just like Facebook, I mean, social media that works for me. So that's why I'm
So you hire somebody to do your Facebook stuff, or you do it by yourself?
managing. I manage it. I manage my social media, but the videos that I'm recently started making, we have a production company.
Right, right. You
that-
told me that.
Yeah, that helps us create the video editing and all that. But mostly social media. I manage my social media.
Mm. Who are your clients? Like sellers mostly, or buyers?
Mostly buyers. I'm
Mostly.
gonna lie, even though a lot of people don't like to work with buyers, it's a lot of time wasting.
Mhm.
In the beginning, a lot of people wasted my time, but I kind of, you have to fail to learn. So I learned so many things that I can spot someone if they're gonna waste my time.
What is
or
the
not.
secret? What is? Tell me. This is a good tip.
I will try to find out. First of all, I try to find out if they're serious to buy and how soon are they looking to buy. And
How you figure out?
I simply ask question like, okay, why do you want to buy?
Mhm.
A lot of you will understand why someone is looking to buy or they're just
Right.
wasting your time.
Right, right.
They'll give you solid answer like, okay, I'm paying this amount of rent. I need space, and why would I spend all this money for rent when I can own?
You try to find their pain.
Find out their reasoning.
Yeah, the reason.
And
Yeah.
some people, if they say, you know what, a lot of people are buying, let me see if I can get something. I'm like, sure. First, get pre-approved because I cannot really show you houses
Without-
know your budget without pre-approval.
Right, right.
So that's how I want. And there's so many agents out there,
Right,
and I work with mostly Bengalis,
right, right.
and they don't want to sign any agreements. I never had any. I mean,
Nobody wants to do that.
nobody wants to do that. But like I tell them, look, if Shine Bay, you can show a house to him, I can show the same house. So there is no point of working with two people at the same
Right,
time.
right.
You're wasting my time and
You tell them upfront.
upfront. Like
That's nice. Yeah.
if you want to see any house, if you want to work with me, please work with me. If you have anyone else that you want to work with them, please go ahead work with them. Just don't lie with me or don't waste my time.
Another thing, nowadays, in this market, we make offer and it doesn't get accepted. And in your case, I see because your number is high, what you do differently so that your offer get accepted.
So again, there is not there is a secret. Is about knowing people. So I go to a lot of networking events and connect with agents, local agents.
Right.
Because if I know the listing agent and if the listing agent knows me, there is automatically connection. If there's like let's say 10 offers, out of 10 offers, I know. Let's say you made an offer to my
Exactly.
listing,
Yeah. Right. Right.
and out of 10 people, I know you very well.
Yes.
And I know that you are a very genuine business person. That
Right.
you're not gonna lie anything on the
Right.
offer just to get it accepted.
Right.
So
right.
that's kind of what I focused on, like building a relationship with other agents, and that's how I got lot of deals get accepted
relation
just having that
relation with other agents.
Yeah.
That's very
And I want to
true.
give credit to my broker for that because from day one he pushed me go to all this event or like that Hassan Gateway would have this networking event, RPEC event, and he would always invite me go there.
Which
shake hands.
events you go to?
Every event that our local board do, I try to go all of them.
For like a Hudson Gateway.
Hudson Gateway, they have RPEC event, they have a networking event, or simply, Realtor board
Yes,
does
they
a
are.
lot of networking event, like happy hour and stuff like that, even though I don't drink, but I still go there just to shake hands.
Oh, you
and-
can be happy drinking coffee.
Yes, exactly. And I've seen people from I drink soda and I get tired of it, but it's not that drinking thing part I go for. I go for networking. Just
Yeah.
knowing people, having that relationship helped me a lot, even to these days.
So
So
networking.
networking is the key. And that's one of the reasons
I mean, you have a very strong presence in the real estate market in our community. So for IC, you have nice, videos and all this stuff. It's really
and I try to give back because another reason that even to these days, I'm sure you would agree, there are a lot of agents.
mhm.
I mean, in general public, they think realtor is just trying to make a buck. They are,
It is so true.
even especially in our community, and there are a lot of agents that are taking advantage of that. They just want to make a buck and go
Yeah, I
away.
mean, no, they don't care about those,
No.
their clients.
They don't care.
They just want to close it and push so hard.
push so hard.
I can do that. I mean,
And that's one of the reasons I started doing videos and sharing information.
and buyers, they understand that,
Trust me, there are people, there are agents who's really bad, and I cannot understand how people still working with them.
I don't understand either.
I feel like it's the generation before us, the older generation. They don't really go to social media much, so they
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
is true. Also, sometimes their family members or friends, they
Prefer
cannot
them.
say no to them. They because of
They feel
relation.
obligated.
Yeah, obligated. Yeah, and they're stuck with those people.
And they cannot really say anything, and
Yes.
they feel like, okay, if I say something, what they're gonna think? I know that person for so long. It's just crazy just to think.
What is the reason you get up in the morning and grind, your day or do all the hard work? What is the reason behind it?
I mean, one of the reasons is just to pay my bills, and one of the things that I have in mind, like, I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I have a goal that after certain years, I want to be financially independent, and
Independent.
I don't have to worry about money anymore. So since I'm healthy, thank God, alhamdulillah, I'm healthy, young.
Right.
Why not take advantage of it and do work as much as I can and save up, invest, and when I'm 45, 50, I can relax and enjoy my family with my kids and family. So that's one of the big reasons that I don't look at times. When I'm working, I don't look at what
Right.
time is it now.
How's your day look like? Start from morning to. I mean,
It's not same every day, but I try to wake up early. Like, I pray for Fajr, and sometimes I miss it. So most of the time I make it. So even if I pray Fajr, then I go back to sleep again for like another hour. So I wake up around 9 and start working from home. Basically, if I don't have any appointment, start making calls to my buyers, and if I have a listing, then follow up with the sellers about the update, like what happened, and just study the market and what's happening and what's coming in, because I work with a lot of buyers, and
Right.
it's very hard to remember them on my
Yeah,
head.
you have
On
to.
my head, that okay, who's looking for what, which property came, which property will fit for which one. So I spend a lot of time on my laptop just researching for properties for the buyers, and social media activity wise, you'll see me on social media all the time, because I'm active and communicate. People reach out to me, ask questions. Any question is a
Right.
good question, so I try to answer it
Help them.
and help them, basically, even if they're not ready to buy right now. So that's basically my days.
What time you go to bed?
That's another thing. I try to go to bed early. Like, I told myself every day, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I'll go to sleep by 11. But it I go to sleep by 1 in the morning, like 12:30.
You're young. You can handle it.
Yeah, but it's not a good schedule. I know that, but I'm trying to.
Do you do any sort of exercise or games or anything? You like
I
to?
love playing FIFA on PS4,
Oh, I see.
and that's one of my thing that when I'm home bored, I just play FIFA. I don't go to gym now.
Okay. Okay.
I had the gym subscription for a year. I never went there, so I just canceled it. So yeah.
Hey, another interesting question I always ask. A lot of 26 years old real estate agent out there, and you're doing, very good, and a lot of people, they don't do, good at all. Why is that, you think?
I mean, my broker always say in the beginning, there is enough for everybody. Even though there is tons of agents out there, no one can take away your deals.
Right. I believe
You
in
have
that.
to earn it.
Right.
So in order for me to earn it, in order for any agents to earn it, you have to put in the work.
So you're saying they're not putting the.
I don't want to say they're not putting in the work. Maybe they are putting in the work, but they're not doing it in a smart way. They may be just doing the hard work,
Right.
but maybe just doing what needs to be done. And they said, okay, I tried it, it didn't work.
What is that you think they should
I
do?
would say like social media. A lot of people, I tell them, look, that's how I grew my business. I got at least like 2 or 3 listings just from Facebook stories, not post. You know, stories only last 24 hours. I get like 3 listings just from the stories. Like posting like, okay, I just sold this one, I posted on stories. And like I said, when you said new agents, they think why is not working for them. You just have to do it in consistent basis. If you
Consistently.
go back to my previous post, like from 2019,
Yeah.
I even if I didn't get a client, I never stopped posting.
So
And it
you
did
post weekly?
I mean, it's not just once a week. I post 2-3 times a week,
Very nice,
sometime maybe once a day. So it
Wow.
all depends on my
Constantly you're
constant
doing that.
activity. Like if I'm free, I'm looking at what's happening around, what's happening in the market. I just post something just to be front of people. The
Right,
whole
right.
idea is to be front of people
Mhm.
as long as you can, because the moment people forget you,
Mhm.
you're done.
Yep.
So you have to be in front of them in constantly. Another thing, cold calling does work.
For somebody.
Yes, it's social media works for me, and I believe
Oh, yeah.
it works for everybody.
I agree with
It works for everybody if you do it right.
you. Yeah. Not everybody is comfortable in front of camera, or not.
It doesn't have
not,
to be perfect.
Yes.
It doesn't have to. People are so stuck with it. No, I have to make it a perfect video. Just make it
And
and
post it.
just don't discriminate or don't offend anyone.
Right.
Just make it. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Right. Well, what is your strength? Tell me. What is your strength means the trait you have by born or you learn in time? What is the strength you
I
have?
would say communication and
Communication.
having empathy, like trying to understand people and understand their situation. Sometimes I would tell clients, okay, this might not be the right fit for you, even though I know they want to get it.
Right.
And even if I sell them something, I'll
I
make
do
money.
exactly the same thing.
So-
I say I like it. I say you like it, but you don't think this is the
Everything
wrong house for you.
Exactly.
And then it's, oh man, they understand
They
that.
understand that and they value that. And I don't think everybody. all
So
the
your
agents does that.
strength is connecting with people.
Having empathy and trying to
and-
understand their situation
That's
and
a,
help based on that.
And what is your weakness?
Weakness, I would say
I don't see anything.
I'm not very good at English, even though I'm talking.
Oh, your English is pretty good, man. We are from we are from different country.
Right.
So
English our second language.
we will always have accent, So I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But
I've
then
seen people who speaks very little English, but they're killing it.
Oh yes.
So-
English has nothing to do with your business.
So people out there who's thinking, okay, I don't speak good English.
But I will
maybe I
make
will
money.
succeed.
That's not true.
Yeah. It all depends on you.
You have to know how to connect with people. That's the key.
And connect and
care.
help them understand.
Right.
As long as you can make them understand what you're trying to do and trying to help them, and you're knowledgeable about what you're doing. Just because you don't speak good English doesn't mean you shouldn't understand everything that happens in the market. So,
do you have anything to say to our audience or other agents?
I mean, other agents, I would say if you have, first of all, join a brokerage or find a mentor, especially for new agents or even experienced agent. I mean, you need to have a mentor.
Right.
Even though the moment you feel like you know everything, you're done. Even to this day, I learn something every day. So I don't call myself the smartest person in the room. I try to understand, learn something new from the next person who's doing very well.
As you mentioned about the mentor, do you have anybody you will give credit to for your success beside you?
Yeah, my broker.
Your
I
broker.
always tell you, I mean, always say
that's nice.
as many occasions I can.
Your broker
He's
has
my broker and he's my mentor.
Wow.
And I interviewed like 3 or 4 brokers before I started working with him. And I was looking for a mentor who will tell me the way it is. He's not going to be afraid of hurting my feelings.
Right.
And I even tell my agents, I have few agents that I train. I tell them, look, I'm not your friend.
Right.
So if I tell you something, if you get hurt, it's none of my business. You're here.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm just telling you how it is. You don't have to like me. I'm not here to be a likable person. I'm here to help you grow your business. So find a mentor and
Right.
stick with them. A lot of people, what they do is that they see all the shiny thing outside,
Right.
all the good thing. I'm sure what you're talking about, and they forget where they came from.
Right. That's true.
And I'm not. I don't think I'm that person. Like
No,
you
you
stick with the person you learn from.
right.
We were talking about the mentorship. I mean, a lot of people forget about where they came from. So
Yes.
mentorship is important. Find a mentor, and whichever market you're working on, understand the market.
Right.
Because if you don't know the market, how are you going to speak with the buyer or seller?
That's true.
Focus.
Thank you so much, Imran. I really appreciate your time, and
Yeah.
it's the first time we met, but
Yes.
we really, I feel like I know you for a long time.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Okay,
you for coming.
we'll catch up again. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.